Welcome to week 4, project 2, authentication. And this is for my Simple POS API project. So the rubrics are pretty much the same from last week except for OAuth. Okay, so we can still pretty much test this out. Okay, first of all we have an API endpoint and documentation ready for you. So here under swagger.json we have our swagger JSON data, which is picked up by our swagger UI HTML here, which I got open on the published link, Simple POS API onrender.com. Aside from this, I've also tried to create a front-end UI, and this is for testing my post method. Okay, so without further ado, let's test them out. So we have different get, post, put, delete requests here for products and sales as my collection, and aside from that we have authentication right at the top. Auth Google for logging in using Google OAuth, Google callback, auth Google callback for URL callback for Google OAuth, and auth status for checking the status of our authentication, and log out for logging out. So we can try and use this endpoint to check if we have access, right? We have access, right? And also sales. We do have access for both products and sales now. But what happens if we log out? When we log out, so if we try to access those two resources, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We get an unauthorized error message. Same for sales. So we need to log back in using auth Google. So when we log back in, those two resources will be available to us again. So let's try it using Swagger get all products. Yep, it's working. So it's actually working for both. So let's try get API sales, and that is also working. So now we need to check if we can post a product. Let's try posting a product here. Okay, let's try posting a negative number for price. We get 400 status code because the price must be greater than 0. The price should be greater than 0. Let's post it. Oh. Post. Execute. That seems to be working. Now we go and delete that because we don't need it. So it's right here. And go over here and delete that. Okay, looks like it's deleted. Products, it's no longer there. Yep, okay. So let's try editing the last entry by ID. Oops. Okay. We could go over here and get some of the details. Okay, let's try and do Ryzen 17 that's for fun. And yeah, that's working. Alright, that worked. Also, the same thing should work for get sales. So let's try doing get sales and delete the sale perhaps here. Okay, so Brenda should be gone. Yep, Brenda's gone here. So that also worked. Let's try to post. Okay, let's do a -1 quantity. See if that works. We got a 400 error. Okay, product ID must be valid among the ID. So the Mongo ID is actually invalid. It says string here. Let's just try and replace that with a valid one. Okay. And let's put here. Execute. Now we get 500 status code. Quantity must be a negative number. So they're both working. We can create a record from the front-end UI as well. So let's try PC fan. Okay, PC fantastic. SKU 1000 stock on 999. Okay, that's fine. 99. 15 test price. Okay, 50 for 4999. Other supplier. PC Tech. So it was successfully created. Now it was picked up here by our create sale, and we have quantity. So you will see cash submit sale. So sale created successfully. Let's check that over Swagger and execute. Okay, fantastic. It was created, and the sale was also created. Okay, so far so good. And we got the as usual we still have the validations here, and for both products and sale, and we do have the try-catch errors as you've seen earlier. 400 for 200 500 for product. Same thing with sale control. Now we actually have one last thing to check, which is MongoDB. So I've got product and sales collection, and as you can see, they are also posting here and right here. And I've got 7 fields, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. So okay, so thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.